We are live,
Wow.
except not really.
Yeah, it's like this has actually been not live for about a week.
We are live from Friday the 13th, which is in the past.
Actually, oh my gosh, it is Friday the 13th. Isn't that
Did you not
wild,
realize?
everybody? No, I didn't realize that.
I follow a lot of spooky stuff on Instagram and Facebook, so it reminds me every Friday the 13th that it is, in fact, the 13th of Friday.
Why do Fridays fall on the 13th so much? I just don't get it.
It doesn't happen as much as you might think it does.
Oh, it happens all the time. It's
Yeah.
happened a lot in my lifetime.
Well, yeah, but that's a whole 18, 19 years.
Yeah.
And you get
That's
like
a lot.
maybe 2 a year?
No, more than
No,
that.
no.
Baby, it's more.
I don't think so.
It's more.
Are you
Trust
sure?
me. Yes, I'm absolutely sure. Whoa.
Whoa, that was strange.
Oh man, I'm ASMRing myself right now.
I don't know what just happened, but all the sound just got a little louder.
Yeah, it did.
That's fine, though. That's okay.
I feel like my voice was the only one that got louder.
No, I feel... Yeah, maybe.
I don't
the
know.
static on your end just got louder, too.
Maybe my voice like finally became a man's voice, and now I don't sound like a 10-year-old anymore.
No, you still do. It's just louder.
I feel like I sound like a grown man, a
grown
big,
man.
hairy, grown man.
Yeah, but you don't look like one.
Yeah.
I like the haircut, though.
Thanks.
Looks nice.
Thank you.
When'd you get it?
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Wednesday? I figured out that if you say Wednesday without the N, it sounds like you have sinus problems.
Oh.
Sounds
wow.
like you have a clogged sinus. Try it.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Weird, isn't it?
I was okay. You just smiled.
I love smiling, yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking about you the other day,
Oh, that's sweet.
and I was thinking about your smile,
How adorable.
and I was thinking about how you have that smile that I would not be surprised to find you in, like, I don't know, like a little pamphlet that's like advertising Northwest or something.
Oh, really?
And like, yeah, and then like take a picture of you like having like a good time, but you're really not having that good of a time. You're just smiling. You're just being you.
I like smiling.
But like they make it seem like you're having a really great time here at Northwest.
So I have a model smile is what you're trying to say?
I mean, I wouldn't
take it
I wouldn't
like
blow up your ego that much, buddy, but
I'm going to.
you do have a nice
You basically
little
called me
smile.
a model. I like it.
Okay,
Thanks.
sure, we can go with that.
I appreciate that.
But
thank you. I appreciate all of your sincerest forms of flattery.
wow, you are really taking this past what I said, but it's fine.
You complimented
Nope,
my smile.
it's fine.
and
I did, and it was a mistake. I'm
No, it
regretting
wasn't.
it.
You're just fueling my... Okay, it was a mistake. You're fueling my ego.
Yeah, it's pressing right up against my face. Get your fat, sloppy ego out of my face, huh? Thanks.
My ego is nice and kept.
It's getting mangy, and
It's not. I brush it every day.
and the hair's falling out.
No, it's not. I keep it nice and shampooed and soft. We're talking about a dog named Ego now. Oh, my ego. My
Oh.
Sweet, sweet ego.
How have you been, Mason Arnold?
I've been good. How are you, Tyler Bears? How's your week?
Oh, wow, this week has been kind of wild. I can't remember if I talked about this last episode or not.
Maybe.
But I went to go sign up for classes, right?
Right.
And I was blocked by Title IX. So,
Cool.
yeah.
So was I. Except
Really?
the way that I understand it, I got through it a lot quicker than you did.
Yeah, so it was really cool. This really cool thing happened where I went to go sign up for my classes, and then I was brought to this page that said, "Hey, you have a hold on your account because of Title IX training." And I'm just like, "What the hecky? I've already done this training." And also, why wouldn't they have stopped me last semester from signing up? Because, I mean, I just don't get it. So I emailed the people who, like the Title IX people, the people that the Title IX page was directing me to.
Yes.
And then they said, "Sorry, I can't help you, but here's someone who can." So why wouldn't you give me the person that actually could help me? And
They were probably
Anyway.
attached in the email.
what do you mean?
They probably replied back to you and CC'd the person in.
No, they didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I had to type in their email myself and
Nice.
put it in there. And then so this was I could have signed up for my classes midnight, so like at the butt crack of dawn,
Mm-hmm.
at the very birthing of Friday, right?
I like that.
So I emailed this person on Friday, and they said, "Sorry, I can't help you. You're gonna have to wait until Monday."
Nice.
Are you freaking kidding me? All I want to do is sign up for my classes, and you know what? I tell you what, honestly, if I wouldn't have been able to sign up for any of the classes that I had initially planned, I would have filed a complaint. It would have been 5 pages long, and they would have felt my wrath. I would have been so upset.
I'm sorry that you had to go through that.
Yeah, me too. But thank you for
You should
your.
have just emailed them on Monday. Or on that previous Tuesday or whatever.
I couldn't have.
Okay.
I emailed them as soon as I
Okay.
knew.
I understand.
Yeah, well, why aren't you a bit more understanding?
I don't know. How many hours did you have? How was I able to get through it
2.
and you weren't?
Well, okay, so I had like 25. No, 22, but then I took
Well, how many do you have
12,
now?
34.
Oh, you registered with 34? Like
Yeah.
this semester you registered with 34?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm a little bit behind you. I wasn't able
Yeah.
to take as many credit hours
Yeah.
as you were.
I registered with 45.
You're academically a junior now, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that was quick.
I know. Or no, not a junior. Sophomore.
You are still a sophomore?
Yeah. You need 60 hours to be a junior,
You know, you're a little soft boy?
right?
Yeah.
Under 30 to be a freshman, 30 to be a sophomore. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not quite a junior then.
Oh.
Almost, though. Wow. Come this fall, I will be. Or I will be close to it.
That's wild. Come next spring, I'll be a junior, but
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Sweet. Yeah.
as, as long as I stay on the track that I am, I don't
Fast track, the highway to hell.
know. I'm on the speedway,
Can
driving my NASCAR.
Can I say hell, you censor?
See, and people are not going to understand. Like, what does he mean by that?
Oh, Tyler's censoring me and my language.
Okay, well, that was a really good thing that you said. So, with that being said, Mason, what have you got for us this week? What are you going to be talking about?
I've got another made-up story. Just kidding.
You better not be
Or
made
am
up.
I?
It better not be made up, because if it is, I swear by everything that is pure and holy, I'm going to quit.
You're going to quit what, this podcast?
Yeah, and I'm going to start a new one, and it's going to be way better and
It really
way
won't.
more authentic.
You're not going to survive without me because this recorder belongs to me. And
I'll
you don't
go
even have,
buy
you don't
another
even
one.
have the money to pay me back, let
I'll go
alone
buy
spend the money on
another one.
that. Yeah, right. Anyway, I have a little paragraph here for you.
Okay.
I'm going to read it to you. It's a creepy little thing I wrote
Okay.
introducing my topic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm. Neat.
Yeah. What's wrong with us? It's been 11 weeks. And we still haven't got this figured out.
What do you mean? I think that we're doing great. People aren't getting tired of us yet, right,
I
guys?
hope. Right? Please let me know. If you think we're doing a good job, don't do anything.
or you could do something and tell us what you like.
No. Because I haven't gotten any responses from anybody on anything saying anything since we've told people to start messaging us and everything. So don't do anything if you think we're doing a good job.
Okay, so then,
It's
okay.
reverse psychology.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I getcha.
No, it's not reverse psychology. Don't do anything if you think we're good.
Okay, I won't do anything because I think that you're good.
Ah, good.
Well,
Thanks.
that I'll just
Anyway.
stand here, silently in the corner.
Hope you're ready for this story. It's a doozy.
Okay,
It's pretty good.
is it gonna make me barf?
Maybe.
Okay,
Maybe at the end of it when I tell you that it's fake.
I would barf on you. I'd barf in that nice little T-shirt you have.
Thanks. It's a Northwest shirt.
Wow.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. I almost wore my Northwest T-shirt
Listen,
today. Okay.
You've got to stop getting off topic.
It's got little buttons in the front, and it's gray, and it's a
Please.
3/4 sleeve.
Hey. Please. You jolt awake as your body hits the floor. Yeah, nice, huh?
Yeah, that's me jolting awake whenever my body hits the floor.
It's cold. The floor and the air around you.
Brr.
Please don't stop narrate this. please. Edit that out.
So sound.
I don't care. No sound.
That thing.
You wrap yourself in your arms as you look around. The sight of the decrepit pipes illuminated from a lone light fills your eyes. You start to stir, pushing yourself up. Fuck me, sorry.
Self?
You start to stir, pushing yourself up off of the floor. Your head snaps from right to left as you begin to wonder how you were thrown or dropped onto this cold cement.
Sounds like your neck was just snapped, but okay. Anyway, go ahead.
You stretch your arms out from your body to touch both cold, wet walls on either side of you.
You wet? I don't like that. Okay, go ahead.
The smell of something rotten fills your nose, which makes your eyelids clamp together. You wonder where you are. The only light comes from behind you. You turn and begin to shuffle towards the light. Something is moving quickly towards you from behind. You fear turning around, so you instinctively begin to run. Your lungs fill with the rotten air, while whatever is chasing you gets closer and closer. I can see the anxiety in your eyes. You see something lying in your way. What could it be? You barely have time to recognize it as a body before its arm reaches up and grabs your leg.
Yike. It's a zombie.
Your face meets the wet cement floor as the sound of screaming crawls up your spine.
Okay. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this week's topic is the Pythian Castle.
The Pythian Castle. Where's that at?
Springfield, Missouri.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. I've never heard of this place before. There's a
Yeah.
castle in Missouri.
Yep, it might be fake. We'll find out.
Oh my gosh. It better not be.
Well, it very well might be. We'll see. No, don't look it up.
You
Don't do
know.
it. Don't look it up. Don't look it up.
It better be real.
Just wait till the end of the story. It's the mystique. Don't look it up.
Like,
It's
I'm still
the
going to pull up my research.
It's the mystique of the story.
Okay. Okay.
Don't look it up.
Well,
The castle was constructed in 1913 in Springfield, Missouri by the Knights of Pythias.
1913?
1913.
That is late to be building a castle, but go ahead.
I agree. To house their older members and orphaned children. The orphaned children were not part of the Knights of Pythias. They were just orphaned children. Fun fact. Springfield was one of 7 cities vying for the castle. They sold 53 acres to the Knights in 1909 for the construction of the castle.
Now, when you say knights, are these just like a bunch of like nerds in
Probably. No, it's a group of people.
that all
like-
dress up in knightly armor?
No.
Because I swear if it is,
No, I think it's like an order.
are they a religious group?
No. Yes.
Really?
I don't know.
Well,
I
because
didn't
like
look
I
into
mean
them
like
very
knights
much.
are usually like holy crusaders, like holy rollers.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't know.
not actually knights. And I don't think holy roller is the right term for that.
I don't know. What's a holy roller?
I don't know. But I don't think that's right. Listen, you need to not unscrew things from your microphone. This is how we have to pay for more stuff.
Hey, it's fine. I know what I'm doing, Mason.
Clearly. How much do you think they sold the 53 acres in 1909 for?
1909,
Take a guess. Take a wild guess. You're probably going to be wrong.
$83.
No.
$500.
No.
$1,000.
Wow, no.
$600.
$1.
$1.
Yep, they really wanted this castle.
Yeah, they really had to put up a lot for it, didn't they?
Yeah, they really
Yeah.
wanted the castle to be built in Springfield. In 1942, the U.S. military took the building to go with the O'Reilly General Hospital that is behind the castle, or was behind the castle, or is. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
You're
The-
really good at this.
The castle, I know. The castle was used as an entertainment center for soldiers, either injured or healthy, mostly injured. Some buildings behind the castle were used as prisoner of war holding cells, and there were also some cells in the basement, reportedly.
Wow, so we were gonna commit war crimes with this castle.
Maybe. Some building, I already read that sentence. The castle has a total of 36 rooms. There's a bowling alley and a gymnasium in the basement, and a theater on the second floor.
Come thou'st and bowl with me. I
You
just
don't-
really like the thought of a king just bowling.
I don't think they're that kind of knights.
But like, also, kings kind of freak me out because like those times were very dark.
Yeah.
And like he'd probably just use like some sort of like peasant's like chopped off head.
Like,
And, like-
yeah, like I agree.
Yeah, and
Like,
use like a bunch
yeah.
of. He'd probably use like some peasant's head, and then
As a
chop off
bowling
his
ball?
limbs. Yeah,
Ah, good.
and chop off his limbs, so those could be used for like the pins.
I think you have a misunderstanding of what the average king is like.
No, I know what bowling is like.
No, yeah, that's completely different than bowling with heads or bowling with soup, bowling for soup. Like that band that kind of vanished out of the thin air.
Oh yeah, I don't know that band.
Yeah, you definitely do. Did you ever watch Phineas and Ferb?
They're boiling for soup.
No, it's bowling for soup. Yeah, look it up. Bowling for soup.
I mean, you might be right.
I'm definitely 100% right. Trust me,
That's such a
I know a
stupid
lot of
name.
music. Boiling for soup is better.
Yes. Like, oh man, I'm so angry for some soup right now. I'm boiling.
That I don't think anybody's ever said that sentence in the history of everything.
Bowling for soup. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, and those guys look like nerds.
Yep. Anyway, you ready for me to continue? I
Yeah.
don't remember where I was. Theater on the second floor.
One of them is from Texas,
Oh, good.
and they got tattoos. I wonder if they got
You're definitely
tattoos.
not ready for me to go on.
Okay, please go on.
Now you're ready. There's a ballroom, dining room, parlor, meeting room, and a foyer also in the house. Castle.
Oh.
Castle.
You said a parlor?
Yes.
Wow, look at
Yeah.
that. You remember that?
I do.
Yeah.
From 10 weeks ago.
Yeah. Was that from episode 1? Oh my gosh, I think it was.
It was.
Whoa.
I know.
Whoa, folks.
It's
this
been
is wild.
several hot minutes
We're actually making references to.
to older episodes.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, we've done that before, but, like, now it feels like forever ago.
Yeah, now
Anyway,
it's been like 11 weeks. Many famous celebrities, such as Bob Hope, Cab Calloway, Tommy Dorsey, Benny Goodman, and Gloria Stewart, would come in and perform on stage. The theater was also the first in Springfield to show silent films.
did you know that the first film shot in the White House was a silent film?
Probably yes.
Do you
Makes
know what
sense.
film it was?
No.
Birth of a Nation.
Ah,
Yeah. Do you know what that film's about?
probably Birthing of an Nation.
Not quite. We should move on.
Uh-oh, is it bad?
It's real bad.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's see where I was. Silent films. The second floor also houses dormitories, bunk beds. A room filled with bunk beds.
Was that the word that you told me at the like before this episode even started that you were gonna have trouble with?
Bunk bed?
Dormitory.
No.
Okay.
I couldn't decide if I wanted to call. I don't have problems saying dormitory. I was torn between dorms, dormitory, and dorm halls or something. I don't know.
Dorm hole.
Bunk room beds is what we're going to call it for the children that stayed there. The children stayed in the bunk bed rooms. There was a staircase on either end of the castle as well that connected to each side of the bunk bed rooms. And the only reason that it was like that is because the girls and boys were segregated from seeing each other and forbidden from speaking to one another before the war.
That is not surprising.
One boy even ran away due to loneliness and not being able to talk to his sister.
No, that's kind of sad.
I know.
Wait, but loneliness. I mean, he's surrounded by other boys.
Yeah, but would you want to? I guess I can't. That's not an accurate question for me to ask you.
Stop putting me in this box. I can talk to other people, other men, without being attracted to them.
I'm sorry.
Just like you.
Sorry?
What? No.
Men?
Just like
I'm a man. I'm a man's man. I'm a real boy.
yeah.
What
yeah.
are we? Why are we doing this? Who put these in front of us? Take them away.
We're future spouses. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, man. Off the record. Speaking of records, there are records that indicate a total of 105 deaths in the castle.
Nice segue into a very dark section of the story. Okay,
Yes,
so this is
yep.
where things get interesting.
Oh yeah, for the most sometimes. We'll see how it goes. I kind of did it sporadically because I did my research on like 4 different days. So I found different articles and, it just kind of all went together. We'll see how it goes. No U.S. military deaths are on record, but 2 of them were reported to be children.
Oh.
Yeah. It
That's
is said
kinda
that...
sad.
What? Sorry?
That's kind of sad.
It is. It is said that German POWs were tortured in the basement as well.
Nice.
With this, there are cells with iron bars in the basement, and some of the cells have holes in the wall that indicate bullet holes.
Whoa.
Yeah. Wicked.
So like, are they thinking like firing squad?
No, like singular shooting. Like they're shooting at someone. Like they're risking getting hit by a ricocheted bullet to shoot a German POW.
Right, because they're in their cell.
Yes.
Right. So like firing squad.
Not a
almost.
firing squad. Like
Well, it wouldn't be
torture.
it wouldn't be a squad, I guess.
You would just have one person aiming a gun at someone and shooting them somewhere to torture them. Or to not torture them.
But to possibly kill them?
Possibly.
Or maybe it was even like a warning?
Maybe. I don't know. No one knows. Maybe I don't even be bullet holes. Burp. Sorry, am I boring you?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Anyone that died in the basement was placed in the steam tunnel, which just so happened to be the same tunnel that the girls would take the dirty laundry through.
You know what this makes me think of?
What's that?
The beginning. Whenever you said you wake up and then someone just kind of grabs you with the
Yeah.
wet walls. The wet
Yes.
walls is what makes me think of that, because the wet walls does not sound good in my ears.
That's exactly what it is.
Hmm.
Your thinking is correct.
Good. I'm good at this game.
You are, but is it fake or is it real?
It's real.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm locking in my answer.
Okay. You just don't want to take the bet that I'd do this again, do you, would you?
Right. It's like you'd be hiding in the same place during hide and go seek.
It's too soon, yeah, I agree. But maybe it's not too soon. Makes you think, doesn't it? After the war, the castle was owned by the Ozark Area Community Action Corporation. Goodness. The only time I have to say that. In 1993, a couple purchased the castle but could not maintain it. And here is where the name that I'm going to mispronounce comes in. Tamara Finicaro, I believe is how it's pronounced. Finicaro. Fincchiar.
Benicario.
No,
Where's she from?
I don't know.
Idaho? Yeah, I don't know.
No, I don't know.
No.
Not Idaho, you silly goose. Her mother's name is MJ. I mention her later. MJ. Yes,
Michael Jackson.
not quite. She bought the castle. We're going to call her Tamara, by the way.
Tomato. Got it.
Tamara. She bought the castle and still owns it. After disputes with the state, she was able to open it to the public in 2010, which is the first time it's ever been opened to the public. Opened.
Wow. So less than a decade.
What?
Less than a decade it's been open to the. Wait, you said yeah.
It opened to the public in 2010.
Yeah. So for
yes,
less than
Yes, yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking about since it was created. No, it's been 97 years.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Okay, good.
Wait. No. It's been more than that. It's been 105 years. Because you
No,
said that.
from the time it opened, it was 97 years without being open to the public.
Yeah, but you said it was created in 1913.
1913.
Yeah, so it's been.
Up to 2010, it had been closed off to the public for 97 years.
Oh. No, I'm talking about present day.
I know
bro.
you're talking about present day.
Why don't you get in the present?
Why
Start
don't you get off
living
your
in
high
the
horse?
moment.
Come down to my level. You hear that?
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody's watching a movie out there.
I'm just gonna hope that they don't pick it up on the radio, stereo, microphone.
We're all struggling. Let's see. The castle can now be rented out for weddings, proms, or other events. There's also the occasional murder mystery dinner that takes place. The castle can also be rented out for paranormal hunts or ghost tours.
Oh, that sounds like a place to go record at.
Yeah, I thought you said go to court at. Sure. But record. Maybe. We'll have to talk to them. Ghost Lab, Haunted Collector, and Ghost Adventures are just a few television shows that have toured the building and recorded in it. Tamara is adamant that there are many spirits there, and she testifies that she has experienced them on a day-to-day basis since she bought the place. She also insists that only one of them is actually out to harm anyone. All of the others just want to continue to have fun. The one in the... Some reports and videos dispute her claims that only one of them is a malevolent spirit, and that one is in the basement, reported to be a German POW. POW.
Yeah, no, I get that.
German POW.
Thanks. Thank you. I bet that Donald Trump wouldn't... Never mind, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to politicize it. I'm not going to
You'd
do
edit it out anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Are you ready for a list of things that have happened?
Yeah, dude.
Good. Some of the paranormal happenings are... Here's a list of paranormal happenings. Pretty straightforward.
Okay, yes. That sounds good. I want to hear about this list.
All right.
Please do, Dad.
All right. The first one. A man and a woman having a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a normal conversation. What are they talking about?
I have no idea. Ghostly things?
No. Do they like
me.
being ghosts, I wonder?
Probably. Another thing is screams and cries of men, women, and children.
Nice.
The one that really got me. A ghost cat running up and down stairs and meowing.
Is there any more story to that, like, besides it just being a ghost cat?
Nope. Ghost cat.
Huh, I wonder if that ghost cat wants cheeseburgers. That was the first meme I ever saw. I can have the cheeseburger. And it's like this really fluffy gray cat.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
The cat can have a cheeseburger.
I've seen it.
It's meowing for a cheeseburger.
Probably not.
I just want to give it a cheeseburger.
Just leave it alone.
A little ghost
Leave
cheeseburger.
the ghost cat alone.
I wonder if there can be ghost cows.
That's probably... Aren't those what hamburgers are?
Well, see, that's what I was thinking. Like, we kill a lot of cows.
Yeah, we do. Beef.
It's where the meat's at.
Yes, it is. All right.
That was not what I meant to say. Beef is what's for dinner.
I wish. Quarters that worked outside the castle no longer work inside. Light bulbs explode on a regular basis. Just boop, explode.
Huh.
Yep.
One time, Weston and I were in the locker room at West Nottoway, and he threw a football and it made a light bulb explode.
Wow, not where I thought that was going, but okay.
What do you think? Where do you think that was going?
I thought you were just going to say a light bulb exploded,
Oh, no.
and I would have cried a little bit. I got a Snapchat.
Well,
I haven't talked to you.
sometimes lights just go out.
Yeah, but do light bulbs explode?
Well,
Glass and all?
I mean, sometimes.
I don't think so. Unless they're provoked by a ghost or a football.
Those are the only. Those are the only two things that will make a light bulb explode.
Good, I like it. Doors opening and shutting on their own. Shadowy figures everywhere. I wrote everywhere too.
Wow,
Deep.
pretty cool.
Sorry?
Hmm?
What?
Ooh.
Deep feelings of hatred and depression are felt in the basement. Mist forms out of nowhere and then dissipates.
I think that the deep feelings of hatred and depression are just normal everyday things.
Probably not.
I don't know. I feel deep hatred and depression a lot of the days, like most of the days.
You might want to get that checked out. Ghostly figures follow people occasionally.
Okay, that's called a shadow, but okay.
I like it. That's the last one for this list. There's another list.
Okay, what's this list made out of?
This isn't the list. This is another paragraph. This is about a documentary. In 2007, a documentary called Children of the Grave was released and featured on Sci-Fi.
I thought you were gonna say Spotify.
I almost did say Spotify. Featured on Sci-Fi. It was partially filmed in the Pythian Castle, and the filmmakers, brothers Philip and Christopher Booth, bore witness to some truly freaky occurrences. they filmed a shadow figure following them through the steam tunnel where the corpses had been placed. They also filmed the sound of water running through the pipes that have been disconnected for many years.
Wow.
Yeah, so all of it kind of relates back to the intro, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Maybe that's why you made that your intro.
Maybe. Or maybe it's fake. Or maybe it's Maybelline. That just popped into my head. Sorry. This one's going to get you. Another strange thing was they filmed what seemed to be a large, wet-looking handprint on one of the east windows in the theater.
Maybe there's some condensation and someone just like slapped the window. Or maybe someone like dipped their hand in a glass of water and just...
What if I told you they filmed it appearing?
Then I would say it's edited.
Ah, good. I like it. That's my answer for everything. Perhaps the scariest thing the Booth brothers captured in the castle was an EVP. What was so spooky about this EVP, I hear you asking?
What's so spooky about the What is so spooky about the EVP?
The phrase, "you bastards," was captured in the tower room. It may not be too bad on its own, but when paired with the history of the room, it gets creepier. This is a room that Tamara's dogs, who she says are very sensitive to the paranormal, refuse to go in. It is also rumored to have multiple instances of child molestation in it.
Yikes.
Yeah. Tie that all together and the EVP sounds pretty terrifying. Some reports say that a ghost named Jeff resides there.
My name is Jeff.
No. No. Why? No. Whenever the name is mentioned, the fire alarm goes off. Upon further research, Tamara found that a man named Jess shot himself in the castle during a battle with throat cancer.
Yikes.
Yep. And here's the final list that I have for you here. Some more occurrences have been reported, some creepier than the last batch. Some people said they have been grabbed by ghostly figures.
Where at?
Anywhere. Particularly on the arms and legs. Voices that specifically talk to people. One instance tells of a man named Tim Pilland, who's a tour guide at the castle. Oh, that's the end of the sentence. Who's a tour guide at the castle. I thought that was a comma. Tim swore the voice of Tamara's mother, MJ, woke him in the middle of the night and told him that one of her dogs was on the roof. This frightened him because MJ was not next to him. In fact, Tamara and MJ were not even in the house that night, or castle. He went outside to find one of the dogs on the roof and helped the dog get down.
How'd it get on the roof?
I don't know. It was on the roof, probably from a window. I'll show you a picture of it in a minute whenever I finish this, and you can kind of see. And if I get proficient enough in Premiere, I might post the picture here on the video. That'll be on YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I thought so too. We'll see. And if you see it on YouTube and the picture is not there, feel free to, I don't know, bottle up all the feelings of hatred you have towards me and release them on Tyler.
Yeah, you can do that. You can either DM me on Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat.
Yeah, I like that.
You can email us, but then direct all your hate towards me, please, because I love getting hate mail.
I'm glad.
Anyway, let's go on.
The dog was on the roof like a fiddler.
Funny.
You like that?
Funny.
Nice literary reference there. Footsteps and shuffling on the other side of a locked door have been reported. I wrote the locked door like there was only one locked door in the entire castle. There's more than one.
You're just a silly little goose.
I know. I don't know what I do.
Silly little man.
So footsteps and shuffling behind locked doors have been reported. And Tim, poor Tim, he heard one in the kitchen from behind a locked door, and he heard shuffling, and he unlocked the door, went through, shuffling stopped, he went back out, locked the door, and the shuffling began again, and he told the shuffling to stop, and it did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
It is. I like when ghosts obey. When ghosts obey. Sounds of something or someone being dragged in the basement.
Yikes.
Specifically,
That's not
the sound of a crate can be heard dragging in the basement.
good. Okay. So, like, did they think that someone was, like, put in a crate and then it started to
Maybe.
get dragged?
Or torture equipment was put in a crate and it was being dragged around the basement.
That seems like a large assumption.
That sounds. Your thing sounds like a large assumption too.
Well, yeah, but you said, like, maybe someone or something.
Yeah, maybe someone or something.
Or it's, like, multiple things being dragged.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't been there. Sounds of glass breaking, but no glass is actually broken. Weird, right? How do you explain that?
Someone is hearing noises in their head.
Oh, good. Children's voices and humming can be heard in the kitchen. Fascinating. Not quite.
Not like that. They don't sound like Patrick.
No, not quite. Oh, I already mentioned the sound of the crate. Tamara once... Okay, so this one might be a little confusing because it was a little confusing for me.
Okay, so let's go slow with it.
Tamara once walked under a tarp and ran into something solid, although nothing was there.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So the tarp was hanging
Yeah, no, I get it.
vertically.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm trying to explain it for the people that may not understand it. Or I might be the only dumb one that didn't understand
I
it.
mean, it seems pretty self-evident, but
I don't know. Tamara was walking on...
wait, self-evident? Self-explanatory. No.
Self-explanatory. Yeah,
Is it?
self-explanatory.
No. Okay, anyway.
She was walking under a vertical tarp. And she ran into something solid. She said it was like a box, I think. I didn't write it down. I should have, but I didn't.
Sorry.
It's fine. The last thing I have here, or no, the second to last thing I have here is one review of the Pythian Castle on TripAdvisor tells about how rich the place is with haunted happenings. One EVP the poster took was of a woman clearly saying, "He hit me." The poster comments on how most of the EVPs taken are Class A, which are the best of the best in the paranormal world.
See, but like, I don't know. I wish that we could like go back in the day before we could like do a whole lot of editing because I don't know. I feel like you could. I wouldn't call myself a savvy editor, but I think I could edit enough to where I could be like, or to where I could put a third voice in here and be like,
Could you?
We didn't hear it. Oh my word.
Can you? Can you do it right here?
Yeah.
Put in a whisper or something right here.
Okay. I'm gonna need a sound clip though.
Oh, well,
Send me a sound clip and I can do
I don't
it.
have any sound clips.
Okay.
I thought you could just manufacture a voice.
N-
But I guess I was wrong.
Gosh.
Gosh.
I'll have Siri whisper something.
No, thanks. I like that. And that is the story of the spooky Pythian Castle,
Wow, I sure did get spooked.
which I completely made up. Just kidding. It is real. And here's a picture of it. And if I remember again, I will put it in Premiere right here.
It is a pretty castle. Yeah.
It is. It is a very nice building.
Are you gonna put a picture with it on the Facebook login thing? Stuff?
Maybe. We'll see.
That'd be kind of nice.
I think you're kind of nice.
Do you want to like make out?
No. You get too excited over the small things.
Yeah, that's why I'm interested in you. Small thing.
I'm taller than you.
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
No.
Okay.
Just kidding. I would. I'm fascinated in your story.
You
What is
know, a father is a parent, obviously.
it? A father?
Yes.
Okay, a father can also be a priest.
Well, the father that I'm talking about is a parent.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is a guardian in more than just a legal aspect. And I think that that's part of the reason, like, a good father protects their children. A good father would do anything for their family.
Of course.
And I think that's part of the reason why the story that I picked for this week is so heartbreaking and honestly shocking
Uh-oh.
and brutal. And I hope that you are ready to get bummed out.
I will make light of the situation because
So-
that's who I am as a person.
Um,
Prepare for a lot of nervous laughter because it's coming.
so the Iowa Sueppel. Wait, hold on. I need to remember how to pronounce it. Sueppel?
So we both picked some things that we don't know how
Yeah.
to pronounce.
I'm gonna say supple.
Supple?
Supple.
Suppled?
Looks like Sueppel.
Spell?
Sueppel.
Spell it.
Sueppel.
You said PP. It's
Yeah.
probably supple. Supple? You should have looked it up and then spelled it phonetically.
Hold on. Can you pause it?
Yes. Well, folks, I know what it's about now.
Yeah. Well.
Tyler decided it'd be a good idea to play a video out loud on how to pronounce
Well,
the name.
I didn't think
and
that.
now I know what it's about.
Neither of us thought about plugging the headphones in first.
Yeah, and then you did, and it destroyed your eardrums.
Oh man. Yeah. So I guess that like the actual computer volume and the headphones volume have two different settings.
Yeah, you didn't
And
know
whenever I
that.
go to play it, it was at 100%.
Why would you even have headphones at 100% in the first place?
I don't know why it was there like that. I have no idea.
Maybe I said it like that.
Maybe.
Probably not. I wouldn't have laughed as hard, probably.
Mason's vengeance. Anyway.
Oh man, I've been enacting vengeance on you since week 1,
Yeah. So I'd say since day one.
Day
Anyway,
one.
Yeah.
at least.
Oh man. Okay. So without further ado, I said, wait. Actually, you know what? Should
What?
I restart from the beginning about
No.
my little intro?
No, I like it.
Okay.
Do you did you wanted it to be dramatic, right?
Right.
Do you think it was dramatic enough?
Yeah, I don't know. Was it?
I don't know.
Maybe we
Maybe.
should add some music in there while I'm playing it. Ooh, like a little fade in, fader out. I don't know.
Maybe. We'll
Anyway.
see. Maybe our intro should be left up to being dramatic. I like that.
Maybe, but I don't have any dramatic music.
Download some off the free public domain.
Is there a place like that?
More than likely.
Well,
Or
anyway.
you can have Logan do it.
Yeah.
Logan's a talented musician.
The Iowa Sueppel murders. Gosh. Have you heard about this before?
No, other than like 2 seconds ago when you played a video of it out loud. No.
Well, it was in 2008. So,
that's pretty recent.
yep, a decade ago. Actually, almost exactly a decade ago.
No kidding.
Yeah. It happened in March 23rd.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Stephen Sueppel was a 42-year-old former banker at his residence in Iowa City,
Iowa City.
Iowa. On Easter Sunday, Stephen Sueppel murdered his wife and 4 kids.
Okay. That's not enough information.
Kind
for
of
me.
sad, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't worry. I'm gonna get into the bloody, gory details.
I'm gonna
but-
need some, at least, motive.
Well, I'll give you that here shortly. On Monday morning, at 6:31 a.m.,
Oh my god.
Stephen called 911 from his mobile phone and requested that police visit his house immediately.
His Motorola Razr.
Probably that seems like a 2008 phone.
It does, yeah. 2007 primarily.
And then he hung out. He hung up without identifying himself. And
Did he tell him his address? Did he just say you need to come to my home, and then he hung
well,
up?
yeah, like he gave them the address of his house. And don't worry, I will talk about the conversation that he had with police.
Just imagine though, you call the police and say come to my home, and then you hang up. You'd be arrested.
Yeah,
Yeah,
would you?
Probably.
Hmm.
You just wasted a
I don't-
911 operator's time.
Yeah, and then how are they going to arrest you? Where do they know where
They're
you're
gonna
at?
track the phone number.
Then that's how they know where you're at.
Yeah, but that takes a long time to do, and by then the emergency's already done.
Maybe.
Somebody's already been killed, and they just wasted time trying to track a phone call
Or robbed.
or robbed.
Or
Which
robbed
is-
and killed.
Oh yeah, like it.
Yeah? Do you like that?
Corn on the cob. Imagine being corn on the cob. Putting a big.
What does
pot.
that mean to be corn on the cob?
Well, let's see. Where do I begin? So, you grow, of course.
Someone shoves a corn cob up
No,
your
no,
ass.
no, no.
Oh, no.
No, no.
Okay, that's
No.
where exactly where you're going to lead into that.
No, you grow, and then once you grow big enough and strong enough and colorful enough, someone will shuck you, and then once you're shucked, you'll be put into a crate of other cob corns,
Okay.
and then hold on, I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm not done. And then you'll be carried inside, and you'll be
Uh-huh.
put in a pot, or you'll be cleaned first, of course. Then you'll be put in a pot with boiling hot water, and you'll be cooked and prepared, and then you'll be eaten off the cob. But it's not over yet. If you have someone with braces or weak teeth, you'd have to cut yourself off of the cob so they just have the corn.
Wait, am I the corn or am I the cob?
Just do whatever you want to be. You could be whatever you want to be. Capitalism.
I mean, I guess I'd rather be the cob.
Oh, man. What is it even like to get shucked? Actually, don't answer that, please.
Actually,
Please don't answer that.
That's kind of like that'd be like a fun saying, like, get shucked.
Get shucked.
Anyway.
Get the shuck out of here. Shut the shuck up.
Wow, you are really just cracking yourself up with this shuck business.
Oh, man. Shuck me.
Guys, I'm worried about my friend's sanity.
I am too.
Anyway.
Who's your friend?
When police arrived at his house, his being Stephen,
Yes.
they found Sueppel's wife, Cheryl, and their 4 adopted children, Ethan, age 10, Seth, age 9, Myra, age 5, Eleanor, age 3. Dead of multiple blunt force trauma injuries to their upper torsos and heads.
Yikes.
Police recovered the presumed murder weapons, which were 2 baseball bats, at the scene of the crime.
Wait, 2?
Yeah.
So did he just hold one in each hand?
No, he beat his wife with one, and then we'll get into it. Don't worry.
Okay. Because that would be a very inefficient way in my mind.
Yeah, that would
To
be.
kill someone.
Yeah, that would be
To
kind of
kill
wild.
5 people?
Yeah,
Just imagine swinging them around.
like
You'd have to be careful
nunchucks.
because you'd hit yourself in the forearms and stuff.
Well, unless you were just like rotating your arms like helicopters.
Oh, God. Wouldn't that be something to see?
That would be horrible.
That'd be a sight to see.
That would make this horrible scene even worse.
Yeah, it would.
At 6:35 a.m., 5 minutes after his 911 call, Stephen Sueppel committed suicide by driving the family minivan into a concrete. Okay, I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. Okay, don't make fun of me.
I will. Make fun of you. I will make fun of you.
Abutment. What is it?
What?
Abutment. Abutment. Abutment.
What?
Wait, hold on.
Why didn't you just say a concrete wall?
Because it's not a wall. It's an abutment.
It's a it's abutment.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you sure?
It's not like.
Well, are we in 3rd grade?
It's not a butt mint.
Please stop. Oh no.
Oh.
Wait, so he killed himself, so there is no motive.
No. Hold on. There's still a motive.
Okay. Whew.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So are you gonna find out how to pronounce that too?
Yeah, it's pronounced abutment.
Oh gosh, okay. I'll try to resist laughing now.
The definition. I'm weak. I'm physically weak. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, me too.
A structure built to support the lateral pressure of an arch or span, usually at the ends of a bridge.
A buttress?
No, well, I mean, like this word is like derives from that word. But
Wait, so you said it's not on a building, is it?
no, it's an abutment.
Oh, abutment.
No, abutment. I'm pronouncing it right. Anyway,
So it's
taking
so
that
it is sort of a buttress, but for a bridge or an arch.
right.
So lateral, like sideways, diagonal.
No, lateral.
What lateral? Like backwards?
No.
I guess I don't know what lateral means, but I know what a buttress is. What's wrong with me?
Wait. Yeah, the lateral pressure. So like the pressure coming in from like
The top
yeah.
buttress? No, I don't know.
Anyway.
Anymore. Let's just. This is not the detail we should be stuck
You're
on
absolutely
right.
right.
This is the most minor thing.
Anyway,
Because I bet it's not mentioned again in the story, is it?
you're right.
Yeah,
You're
so
right.
we just got caught up on butt mints and buttresses.
Anyway, he was going 80 miles per hour.
Oh, okay, that's
And this actually caused his vehicle to catch on fire.
Oh,
And you can look at the pictures of the vehicle. It's kind of
like as it's on fire?
horrendous. No.
Afterwards.
yeah.
Afterwards. Okay.
Yep. In February 2008, 1 month before the murders, he was indicted by a federal grand jury on charges of embezzlement and money laundering in connection with a. Get ready for this. $559,040 stolen from his former employer, the Hill Bank and Trust Company of Hills, Iowa, where he had served as a vice president and controller. So that was just a good chunk of money.
He better have been found immediately, otherwise that bank is having some issues in finding things.
Good old pocket.
Money
Anyway.
tracking.
Yeah, I'm sure that it was not a good day. Anyway, Sueppel was had pleaded not guilty, but had been indicted to investigators that he had, in fact, diverted the funds to a personal account.
Of course.
So, at the time of the murders, Sueppel was out on bond and awaiting, and awaiting an April 2008 trial. So, he did not have much time.
No.
Pressure was setting in. He was wondering what the hell he was going to do. Anyway, still absolutely no reason to do what he did. Just going to say that. So, if you think
There's never a reason to do what he did.
you're absolutely right. Hey, Steven, just let you know, I hate you.
Unless you take bath salts in Brazil. Or Florida.
I was going to say, the Brazil one, I know what you're thinking of. You're thinking of that show called,
No.
You're not thinking of Hidden Tapes?
No.
Really?
I wish.
Did you
What
ever
is
watch that show?
No, what is that?
Oh, that show was so good.
I wish I was talking about that.
I'll show you sometime. Starting at about 11:30 p.m. on the evening of the murders, Sueppel left a series of apologetic voicemail messages for former co-workers and relatives. Yikes.
What does the voicemail say?
We don't know what the voicemail says, but
Are you kidding me?
but we'll get to the dispatch call.
Voicemails can be listened to again.
Yeah.
Did everybody just delete it?
Well, no. I mean, I don't know. I
Oh,
don't know.
You
what
don't
this
know.
is.
Okay, okay, okay. I get you.
He also left a handwritten note in his own kitchen. In it, he wrote that he had killed his wife and children.
Wait, is this before or after he killed them?
I
guess it's an irrelevant question, but okay.
That question will be answered.
Oh, okay, so it's not as irrelevant as I thought.
But he wanted to do that, I think, so then they wouldn't like try to investigate and see like maybe, I don't know, for some reason they would think that like someone else that was not him did it.
Right.
So anyway,
Okay.
he owned up to it. Good job on that, Steven.
Fair enough, I guess.
Yeah.
Way to have morals, maybe?
Yeah. Morals. On March 29th, 2008, so we're getting...
When was the murders commit? When were the murders committed?
The 23rd of March.
So
I
when
believe?
is this
Yeah.
happening?
28th. So,
So we're 5 days after the
Right.
murders. Okay.
well, 6 days. But
6. But you said 28.
29.
Oh, dang.
2008.
Oh, man, numbers are hard.
St. Mary's Church in Iowa City, where the Sueppel family had attended services the day before the brutal murders,
Oh, no.
held a Catholic funeral mass for all 6 members of the Sueppel family. The church's decision to grant Steven Sueppel a presumed multiple murderer, a Catholic funeral generated controversy among Iowa City area Catholics and Catholic scholars.
As it would.
Yeah. So on Sunday, the Sueppel. So this is a timeline. So in case you were ever confused, the Sueppel family attends Easter Mass at St. Mary's Catholic Church. Stephen and Cheryl's parents are also at the Mass, and later said that they did not notice anything unusual about anyone's behavior.
Okay.
Sunday, 8 p.m. A family friend stops by at the Sueppel's home and visits with Stephen. The friend saw one of the children, but noted nothing unusual.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, 11:30 p.m. Stephen Sueppel leaves a message for his father and brother at the law firm. In the message, he states that his family is in heaven. and is believed that his wife had been killed by this point, although the children were likely still alive.
Oh, so he anticipated his children's deaths before, or he told people that they were already dead before they were dead.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing is awful, but that's just
Yeah.
terrifying.
He's like, I'm going through it. Like,
I mean, I don't want to make him sound like anything less than a murderer, but can you imagine what's going through his head at that point? I'd imagine he's already broke. He's already just completely broken emotionally
well,
and physically at that point.
And there is so much that, like, I have to tell you, like, this.
Okay, I keep interjecting.
No. I'm glad, like, this is a good discussion, but it.
How much is there? How much research do you have here?
Well, 7:30.
Oh, words. Okay.
Yeah. Sunday, 7:30 p.m. to Monday, 3:45 a.m. You can probably guess what's about to happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
that's a 6-hour span.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah,
continue.
you'll see why.
Oh no.
At some point, according to a letter Stephen wrote, he allegedly gathers his 4 children into the family van, which is parked in the garage, and tries to kill the children and himself by carbon monoxide poisoning.
Okay.
When that doesn't work, this is what is really bothering me here.
Okay.
The first time did not work.
How do you mess that up?
Well, I'm not trying to like say like, you look at him, he's a little bumblebutt. What I'm saying though is that like, he could have changed his mind. He could have been like, you know what, I'm messing up right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna go kill myself, but I'm gonna let these children at least live.
Right.
And they were adopted children, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's not horribly important, but
I mean, you
like,
mentioned it a little while ago.
I don't know. So, like, I mean, I guess I don't know if that, like, really made him wonder and just, like, you know what, maybe these kids shouldn't have to go up for adoption again.
Maybe he was... that could have passed through his mind, but what I was thinking was, if you're already dead set on killing yourself and you have children and a wife, do you really want them to live with that?
Don't take their lives into your own hands.
No.
You know?
I understand that, but thinking from his perspective, I wouldn't... If I were him, I wouldn't have wanted my wife and children to live with that either. So I'm not... I hate to say that I understand where he's coming from with it, but I get it. It doesn't justify it by any stretch of the imagination.
Run away and, like, go start a different life. Run away.
I understand, and it sounds really bad me saying that I understand why he did this, but I don't know how else to put it.
Or here's an option. Divorce your wife. So, like, save her from the sinking ship. Let her take the kids. File for bankruptcy. And start from scratch. You have so many more options. He was 42.
But
he was a corrupt guy.
If you're facing jail and however long he was facing prison or a trial, whatever, for embezzling $500,000,
or shoot, yeah, I don't know why I said big. I was thinking like he owed that money. Yeah, no, yeah.
I don't know if he actually thought this through very well.
Yeah, just divorce your wife and then go to jail. Own up to your crap, dude. Like, that's what this entire thing is about. Him not owning up to his own corruption, and he's such a coward and a prick, honestly. Anyway,
It's got you heated,
yeah, it does. It really does.
and you still have more to tell me, don't you?
I do. Again,
I'm ready.
the first time did not work. So
I wonder how it didn't, and I wonder how did he write in the note that he was going to do that?
no, he just says they were already up in heaven, or at least as far as what I can tell.
How do they know that he was in the garage with the children and it failed?
I
Well, I know they failed because of blunt force trauma, but how do they know that he was in the car with them, or that he even did that?
don't know, maybe there's like evidence somewhere.
Like signs
of,
of maybe signs
know.
of whatever carbon monoxide in their bodies. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So, anyway, when that didn't work, Stephen ushers the kids back into the house and bludgeons them to death.
God.
The 3 oldest children were found in their bedrooms, Eleanor, the youngest, was found downstairs in the toy room. Ugh,
That means you know what that means.
that means he thought about it.
That
like,
means he said go play, and then he just did it. And bludgeoning is so violent.
like, could you imagine your dad just taking you and your brother and like saying like, sorry, this is the way that it has to be. I don't want to go to jail.
I don't think that's what he said to them.
Well, no, but
But theoretically, yes, I understand where you're coming from.
I don't know. I just think about my dad, and I would have been the youngest. And like me being in that situation, I would have been Eleanor.
Yeah.
Ugh, it stirs something, and it's not good.
I don't understand bludgeoning. I don't get it. I don't know why he would do that.
I don't get why he would kill at all. I mean,
I don't either. I mean, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be stuck up on that, but it just gets me.
Monday, 3:45 a.m. Stephen leaves a message at the office of his former employer. Details of this message were not released.
So 3:45, his kids are dead at this point,
Yes.
but his wife
Yeah.
is not.
So like immediately after he kills his Eleanor, after he kills Eleanor,
but
yeah.
his wife is still alive.
No, she was killed before the kids were.
Did you talk about how she was killed, or the circumstances under which that happened?
She was beat to death with a bat.
Well, yes, I understand that, but I don't think you mentioned that.
Oh, did I not?
I don't
Sorry
remember.
about that. Well, okay. Now,
So what time was she killed then? In that case,
okay. So at 11:30 p.m., Stephen leaves a message for his father and brother,
yes.
and at that point, they believe that mom was already dead.
Okay, so mom was killed between 7 and 11.
Actually, between 8 and 11.
Between 8 and 11. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you said 7:45, didn't you?
Could you imagine a family friend stops by at the Sueppel's home and visits Stephen? The friend saw one of the children, but didn't realize that whenever I was reading that all those times. By 8 p.m., the mom could have already been dead. Cheryl could have already been dead. Because it says a family friend stops by at the Sueppel's home and visits with Stephen. The friend saw one of the children, but nothing unusual. It mentions nothing about Cheryl.
So Cheryl could have already been dead at that point.
You are absolutely right. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
What's weird about that, for a few reasons, is the kids were in the house when Cheryl was killed. So at that point, like you said, if the first attempt on the kids failed and he were to think it through, he probably, or if he had the opportunity to, he probably didn't, because at that point he thought, my wife's already dead. What's the point?
Right?
I don't know. But that's messed up.
Yeah, it's...
And if he bludgeoned her, there's blood on his clothing without a doubt in my mind.
Yeah, so maybe
So he
maybe
had
it
to have
was
changed
after.
clothes. Like that, or he changed clothes.
Maybe.
And the kids didn't hear the wife scream?
I don't know. I guess not. When your dad starts beating up on your, like, I don't know, like that, what are you going to do? Just, like, run away? Like,
I don't know. You scream, or if you see someone else, I don't know. I know if I heard my mom screaming and I was 10, I would start screaming. Or if I were 10, I'd want to know what was going on because I would be curious.
I don't know. Well, sure, curiosity, but, like,
So maybe
scared.
he had
I
them
don't know.
distracted with a television or something.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what kind of guy this was. I don't know what kind of guy he was like, but he was a coward. I know that. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sure you have more to tell me with it.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm ready.
So Stephen leaves a message on his home phone answering machine expressing his regret. Monday, 4:01 a.m., Stephen leaves a second message on his home answering machine. In the message, he indicates that he tried to drown himself in the Iowa River. This is the first time that he tried to kill himself in the Iowa River at Lower City Park, but he kept floating.
That's terrible. Oh, man.
Monday, 6:31 a.m. 911 dispatchers receive a call directing them to the home of Stephen and Cheryl Sueppel and telling them that they need to go there immediately. The call came from Stephen Sueppel's mobile phone, and the caller immediately disconnects without identifying himself. Okay.
But they do know for sure it's Steven.
Yes. Yeah. 911 transcript. Dispatcher. No, this is... What is the location of your emergency? Caller. Iowa City, Iowa. Dispatch. What is the address? Address. Please go there immediately. Dispatcher says, what's going on there? Caller hangs up.
Mm.
Okay, and I don't have much left.
Okay.
So. Monday, 6:36 a.m. Sueppel dies in a fiery crash on Interstate 80 outside of Iowa City. Witnesses indicate that the driver was driving at a high speed and seemed to have deliberately crashed into the concrete pillar.
Thank you for saying pillar that time.
Abutment.
You had to.
I did have to.
Oh man, solid.
Solid.
Is that all you have?
Yeah. Was that an okay amount?
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I didn't. It ended quite abruptly though.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, there's not really anything left. I mean, there was no trial, obviously.
Well, clearly yes.
And when everyone's dead, what else do you want to talk about? I guess really.
So I want to talk about that note that the contents were released for.
Yeah.
That note was to his what?
Boss.
His boss.
I believe.
His former boss.
Stephen leaves a message at the office of his former employer. Details of the message were not released.
Okay. So not released to the public then.
Right.
So the police did get hands on them. Probably.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that could be. I was just thinking maybe obstruction of justice, but if they were able to listen to it or read it or however the message was delivered. I tried to say delivered and received, and it came out deceived.
Yeah. I don't know what the sunshine laws are for Iowa though.
The what?
I don't know what the sunshine laws are for Iowa, and I don't know.
Sunshine laws?
Yeah.
What is that?
Those are the laws that like allow citizens to like see any public or any government like forms and
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. I'm sure that they're
And-
probably close to the same as Missouri.
And I don't know if that would count as a sunshine law.
Probably
if that would
not.
fall under. I don't know.
It was sent to someone directly, so I think they have the jurisdiction on whether or not they want to release it.
Maybe.
And if as long as the police got a hold of it, I don't think that it's very important.
Yeah. And I don't know. Like as
Because we know what happened. We really don't need desperately to know what was in the message.
and for as cowardly as this guy was, I doubt that it was something very nice. Like I doubt that he took blame for what he did.
I doubt it was groundbreaking
Right.
in the case, since it's all pretty justified as to who it is,
Yeah. Pretty straightforward.
who done it. It wasn't the butler this time. It was the buttman.
But man,
That's the only good part to come out of that story.
you're butting some mints. I can smell it all the way from here.
Ouch, that hurts.
And it smells.
Probably hurts your nose.
Yeah, it does.
Good. That's what I train it for.
You're a freak.
I know. Well,
Anyway,
wow, what a doozy of an episode.
yeah. Are you bummed out now?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Thanks
Good. You're welcome.
for that. I might have to make up a story next week that bums you out now.
Nope, you don't need to make one up.
Why?
The ones that really bum me out are the ones that are real. Because I know
but
they've
you
happened.
thought it was real.
I was happy I was happy at the end of it because it was false.
Yeah, but the
But
killer
then I
still
got
wasn't
mad.
caught. The killer wasn't caught. I don't know why that makes you happy.
Yeah, because it was fake. That didn't actually happen.
Yeah, but you said you were happy before I told you, and
The worst part is though that like
apparently an unsolved murder makes you happy.
no, that's
I'm
not
gonna
what I'm
tell
saying.
everyone that.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that it's good that like that didn't actually happen. That no one was actually murdered.
Yeah, that is good.
What's gonna be up? What's gonna be new this week or next week?
I am finally caught up on uploading all of the podcast episodes to YouTube.
Nice.
So even the 10th one, the one that we recorded last week is up, or 2 weeks ago now, I guess, as when people are listening to this. The one with my fake story is now on YouTube, and the one that you hand to me, I will upload on Friday as well. So I'll try my best to stay up to date on uploading those to YouTube, and even experiment a little more on putting pictures in there for what we're talking about. Still waiting on Spotify.
Okay, really?
More on iTunes though.
Woo!
Yes, I agree. Woo. No reviews yet. Go leave us a review. If you leave us a review, depending on how many reviews we can get on some playlists or some lists on Spotify for iTunes for podcasts, and we can get more recognition. So you can help us by reviewing us. It won't take but like 2 minutes maybe, depending on how long of a review you want to leave.
I got a question.
I got an answer.
With us being on iTunes, does that mean that we're only on iTunes, or does that mean that we're on the podcast app that Apple, like, because I found us on the podcast app that Apple gives out, but does that mean that we're on iTunes? Or like,
I have no
I don't
idea.
know.
I have a Samsung. I don't really mess with Apple products too much. But if you found it on Apple Music,
No.
Apple Podcasts,
Yeah.
then I'm going to safely assume we're on iTunes as well. Well, I know we're on iTunes because I can pull it up on my computer and show you.
Like, I mean, I don't know. I just didn't know if that was like the same thing. I don't know what I'm
It
trying to
is.
say.
I think it is the same. Whoops.
Or maybe it is to Stitcher what Podbean is. I don't know.
Probably. A provider. I don't really know for sure, but yes.
Add us on all the stuff.
All the medias.
Yep, every single one of the medias.
Facebooks, Instagrams,
The ET Bears, Tyler Bears.
the Mason himself, Mason Arnold. That's me.
Wow, no one asked.
Okay.
Anyway, okay. I don't like how you just lie down and take it. You should fight back.
I don't want to. I'm not a fighter.
You're just a little cuddler.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
It makes me think of you being a panda.
Ha,
Anyway,
like a giraffe. All right. I think we are all out of topics and talking subjects.
well, if we don't have anything less to say, Jimothy, cue the music. If you find yourself walking down a
Wait.
road,
Who the heck is Jimothy?
our assistant,
We haven't. No, we don't. We don't have an assistant.
me. I'm Jimothy.
You're not Jimothy.
I am.
Your
Jimothy.
name is Tyler.
Tyler Jimothy Bears.
Tyler James Bears. You're confused.
No, trust me. I know my middle name. I'm good at things like these.
Okay, if you insist.
Back to it, Jimothy. If you find yourself walking down a road, take it. Wow, I
please leave that
really
in there.
wrecked that up.
See yourself on a road.
Yeah,
Take
take
it.
it.
It might just be the wrong road. Oh man.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Trying to get into next gear.
If you find yourself walking down a road and you see a turn, take it. It might just be the right, wrong turn.